see if we don't hit. Oh, it's firing at us. Boom, good hit. Let's go back the other way. Holy shit. Holy smokes. We're going after our wingman. Hello everyone, welcome to another DCS video here, and we are, don't get confused by the F-16s there, we are an F-18 today, and we are flying over Syria, and we will be doing, well, actually last week we were in an F-16 dropping JDAMs. Today we are in the F-18 dropping JDAMs. Now again, don't get confused by everything you see. This is a Maverick, we might use that, but we also have a JDAM, a little tough to see there. It'll be much easier to see on the other side there, but we have the Mavericks just in case. Way to waypoint 4, which is our IP. And we do know where our target is. Our target is some sort of depot. I think it's a weapons depot that we're going to have to blow up here on the fight against ISIL. I love finding all these kind of more realistic missions. Not that they're extremely tough, they're actually quite enjoyable. You get to, well, I don't know where the F-16s, they were our cap, or our escort rather. But we have a wingman out here in the distance. Little F-18 looking sharp over there. So today we'll be dropping JDAMs using PP mode. We also have a flare in case we wanted to use target of opportunity, TOO, but we do have some coordinates. As long as those are the correct intel, we should be alright dropping our bombs directly on that target. I do have my flare on startup. I was on standby, now it's on just so it's ready to go if we ever came to it. I'm going to turn and select my Maverick just so it warms up. It does need a little bit of time to warm up just in case we had to use it again, just to be fully prepared. But we'll go ahead and select J84, which is the JDAM. It's already set for PP mode, fuse, electronic fuse instantaneous, and we'll start with that. I've never done this on the channel before, and frankly because I haven't done it that many times, so bear with me as we figure this out together. But we're going to go to mission. We're going to want to point, so target UFC. We're going to want to enter its position, starting with the lat. For latitude, which I know is north 355569er. Enter, and that's 6. Why? North 35550369. Oh, 69 doesn't work. Okay, and then after that 69. There we go. Now you see it populate here. Okay, and then longitude will be east 373300. It's full. Enter the last 2 digits. 36. Enter. It's now popular. We could then
plus 2 SA-18 just east of the main target.
Okay, so AAA and some sort of SAM, I think. As long as we stay above 20,000, I think we should be okay. But now we have our target. Elevation 0 is perfectly fine by me. And we actually just made it to our IP point. We can turn into our target.
Cold 642. Be advised. Visual on 2 SA-18 and 1 AAA. Just east of the main complex.
Good. Alright, well, let's make sure we're in master arm mode on. Air to ground. Let's turn in that direction.
Contact air defense target. Close spot. 421.
I still got autopilot on.
Contact target. Close spot. 421.
Come on. Okay. Sorry about that. So let's just find our target line here. Should have done this a bit sooner. I'm just going to reduce its speed just a little bit. So the JDAMs need some time. And we have a 40-second timer here. Hopefully that's okay. Basically, we're going to have to... This is us right here. We want to be... This is the maximum effective range of the JDAM, and this is the minimum maneuverability ring here, or circle, whatever you want to call it. We want to be in here, specifically in this quadrant here. So we're flying right towards it, and once we're somewhere in this range here, we will pickle one of our bombs here, which will be the one right here, as indicated with the box here. Sorry, I'm not used to doing tutorials. Some of you guys have commented that you guys like it when I be a bit more descriptive rather than just try and fly and enjoy the mission. So I am going to try and do that a lot more. Maybe you guys will pick up some things, or maybe you can tell me I'm flat out wrong and need to do things a little differently. I'm more than happy to. The perks of being a small channel, and not that I don't want to grow, I would love to grow. I'm almost at 1,000 subs, so please consider subscribing. But the perk I would say with following a smaller channel is I do make sure to respond to any and all comments that are obviously positive or constructive. And honestly, if you say one thing, you'd like to see one thing implemented, and I can do it, there's a good chance I will, just because everything I want to do is for you guys. So just bear that in mind. Okay, we are definitely in the area. We're in the zone. I think we're ready to go. Pickle. That's the depot right there. Boom! Shack!
The bomb.
Nice, there we go. Okay. We get out of air to ground and pick up some speed. He's awfully loud. He's COM 1 probably. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Primary target destroyed. Yeah, let's go back from air to surface to air radar, just monitor, because I wouldn't be surprised if we now get intercepted. I don't know who's... Actually, I don't know. I don't think there's too many opposing forces here. It's not like ISIL had air combat any jets or anything that I know of. I mean, we do have sidewinders, but I feel like that's just typical DCS loadout. In case anything ever came up, I suppose. And make sure you retrim when you fly this, because we're very heavy now on one side. So I'm kind of curious, because I've kind of made it my shtick for the last few months to find videos or find missions that you guys can fly yourselves in the user files and post in the description down below. And I'm kind of curious if anybody actually flies them or you guys just enjoy the content. Comment down below, because I'm actually genuinely curious. And I don't know if that means I'll change what I do, but still, I'm very, very curious if anybody actually does try in any of these missions.
4-2, Focus 3, new tasking available. SA-13 detected bullseye 190 for 1 mile. Contact JTAC Pontiac 5 on 131 megahertz.
Damn, okay. Let's go.
Focus 3, 4-2, copy. Contacting Pontiac 5 on 131 megahertz.
Let's go. Comms. Talk to JTAC. Check in
Pontiac
15 for now.
5-1. This is Ford 212 A-18. Charlie Alpha 2111 at 26,000. I have AGM-65E, GBU 31, GBU 38, 1,150 cannon. Time on station is 0 plus 15. Available for tasking. What do you have for us? Ford 2-1. This is Pontiac 5-1. Tag 2 in effect. Advised and ready for 9-line.
Okay, so this could be clicking through a lot of menu options. Eventually we'll get some information we have to write down here. I think it'll actually be ready here when we're ready to copy.
Ready to copy. Line is as follows. 1, 2, 3, NA. 1,300 feet MSL. Sam, Charlie, Alpha 352508887. Marked by laser. 1688. No factor. Egress north. Advise when ready for remarks and further talk on.
All right, so we got some good information there. So now we have to kind of figure out where this point is with these coordinates. So here on the HSI, we can go to data. And right now it is our egress, which is waypoint 6. We could just edit that, I believe. And why don't we go ahead and do that? So we're going to go ahead and do UFC. And we know our elevation, they told us in feet it was 1,300, so we'll enter that now. So originally it was 20,000, now it's 1,300. And then grid was Charlie Alpha. So we can go ahead and slew that here on the right DDI. Select. And then we got to put in the grid position. Now we were given an 8-digit code, and so we can have to either make it 6 or 10. 10 is more precise, so we will hit the precise button here. And so now we have a 10-digit code that appears. We might have to redo this grid here. Now that we do that, so CA. What we're going to do is add zeros after the 4th digit and after the 8th digit. So we'll write code as 35250 08870 and enter. And so now the code, our coordinates appear here in the grid. Let's just, because it switched us to waypoint 7. That's what happened. We must have passed waypoint 6 already. And then we'll just modify that for elevation there. So now we have our coordinates here in the grid with elevation 1,300. If we go HSI, we should see it's actually back here, and you can see it rerouted us. We just passed waypoint 6. Now they want us to go back to waypoint 7. So let's go ahead and head that way. We can get rid of heading select and churn in that direction. Talk to JTAC. So ready, we probably should have done this already, but ready to copy remarks.
Ready to copy remarks. Request AGM-65E 2 manpads southeast 0 nautical. SA-13 north 0 nautical. Wind 038 at 5 meters per second.
So they want us to use our Mavericks, which is perfectly fine by me. They are laser guided, and they gave us a laser code of 1688. So we'll go make sure that is set here once we find our new heading here for waypoint 7. We're 40 miles away from the target. All right. And so now I'm just going to try and engage the autopilot. And we'll just do attitude hold, I believe. Let's just fix that. Perfect. All right. So now we can start thinking about employing the Maverick here as we're on our way to waypoint 7. Let's get the HSI back there. Here we actually get, let's go into air to ground mode. I knew it was going to do that with the radar. Now we can look at the FLIR. And we can now waypoint designate waypoint 7 since we did put in the coordinates. Let's go weapon designate. Now the FLIR comes alive. And it should be looking at something. I see a small speck right at the center of that. Let's see if we can't go from wide to narrow. I see 2 targets. If we zoom in, yeah, I see at least 2 targets there. So I think that's what we're aiming for today. And let's get ready to use our Mavericks here. And I think actually we have to talk to JTAC one more time. I have to read back the 9 line.
1,300. Charlie Alpha 352508887. Read back correct.
Perfect.
Report IP inbound.
Well, we are 23 miles. Let's just set up our Mavericks here. So that's good. So the code here is 1111. We're going to change it to 1688. UFC 1688. Enter. Now both Mavericks have their code changed to 1688. See how it's basically selected automatically. This Maverick, we are already 1 empty pylon here. I'd rather use this Maverick so we can try and weight and balance our jet here. So that's good. Let's go ahead and select this again. Instantaneous is good. So everything I think is as good as we need it to be. We just need to start thinking about
4, 2, 1.
getting rid of the laser. I'm going to turn my laser on just in case we need to.
Continue.
Okay, JTAC's telling us to continue. So now our missile is uncaged as seen in the top right corner. We need to get that X on the center of the bore sight and fly towards our target. Oh yeah, forgot to disengage autopilot, but that's okay. Okay. Let's get him to laze.
4, 2, 1. Laser on.
I've been a bit early.
Laser on. Blazing.
And we got it good in range, and our Mavs ready to go. I'll be on this side.
4,
Pickle.
2, 1. Abort, abort.
Wait, what do you mean abort, abort? You may have no permission. You told us to continue. And you lazed. What do you mean? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's absolutely ridiculous. I was debating on... You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I don't really care at this point. And let's watch him. Boom! Good hit. There we go. That was so confusing. I have no idea why they said we had no authorization. It's supposed to abort the last time. Lasing, yeah, good, and then abort as we hit pickle. I mean, is there some sort of procedure I might not know about, which is very, very possible, and then you guys will be flaming me in the comments. But as far as I'm concerned, and we're just gonna egress back to the north here as directed, but I don't know. I see absolutely nothing wrong with what we did there. No casualties, no friendly casualties. We got the SAMs. They could have turned, well, I guess turn off the laser. They could have sent the laser. Well, where's the target? I guess it's pretty densely populated over there. I guess they gotta send it to a field or something. But look, I'm not gonna worry about that one. I think to me that was a good hit. We followed procedure as best we could. They lased for us. They were designated the target. I was just a puppet clicking buttons at this point. That's how I see it. But either way, this is a flight sim. It's meant to be enjoyable. Yes, some people take it very, very seriously. And honestly, I get it. The whole tactical mil sim and all that, it can be a lot of fun. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy all this, but at the end of the day, when you're spending hundreds of hours doing this, I just like to have fun.